Baba Metzia Perik Dalid Mishnah Yud Aleph. 11th Mishnah in the 4th chapter of Masechet Baba Metzia. So we've learned until now about ona'ah, different kinds of ona'ah. We learned about ona'ah tvarim. We learned about ona'ah b'mekach u'memkar. And ona'ah is overcharging. It's a form of unfair or inappropriate business practice that was prohibited by the Torah. So Chazal also outlined other kinds of business practices that are just misleading or false, that were prohibited by Chazal, by the Torah. So we're going to read a few of them. We're going to learn a few of them in this Mishnah and the next Mishnah, which is very interesting and has interesting halachic ramifications today. Ein ma'arvin perot beperot. You're not allowed to mix grain, fruits with fruits. In this case, it means grain from one field with grain from another field. Okay? It says about Tanura, Baal habayit omer lechavero, perot zadeh ploni anemer, ani umecher lecha. The owner of the field says to his friend, I will sell you the produce from this field. Lo yarvein beperot zadeh acher. You can't mix them with the fruit of another field. Afilu chadashim bechadashim, even new fruit with new fruit. Ve'ein tzarich lomar chadashim b'yishanim. It's certainly not new produce with old produce. Yishanim we're talking about is grain, and the older grain is better than the newer grain. Pasak limkor lo yishanim. The bartender says if he agreed to sell him old fruit, lo yirayv imahim chadashim. You shouldn't mix in with new produce. We're talking about grain here. Shayishanim yiveshim. Okay, because the older ones are drier. They make better. It makes better flour. Okay, so you're not allowed to sell one thing and then mix it with something else, as we're going to see. Be'emet, in truth, and anytime he says be'emet, it's a halacha. It's an accepted halacha that was passed down. Some say it's halacha l'Moshe Sinai. I don't think it's halacha l'Moshe Sinai. There's a machlok about what it means, but it means there's an accepted practice that no one argues about. B'yayin, when it comes to wine, hitiu la'arev kasher berach. They allowed the mixing of hard wine with softer wine. If you know wine comes out very, it can be very rough on the edges, and there's a softer wine, there's sweeter wine, softer wine. Why? Mipnei shehu mashbicho. Because that mix, okay, mashbicho, improves it. So there's a huge machloket. Does it mean I can mix soft and hard together, or kasher mashbiach et harach? I can add a little of the hard wine to the soft wine. Okay? But the Bartunah says, lefikach, pasak imo rach, if you said I want to buy softer wine, ma'arev bo kasher, you can add a little of the hard wine. Aval pasak imo kasher, but if you agreed to sell him hard wine, lo ya'arev bo rach. So the Bartunah says, no, it's only one way, not both ways. So that's why hitiu la'arev kasher berach. You're allowed to mix a little bit of the hard into the soft, but not the other way around. Ein ma'arvin shimrei yayin b'yayin, avol notein lo et shmarav. Shmarim are the sediment. When you mix wine, the wine we get is like perfect wine. It's filtered totally, but that's a modern phenomenon. When you would buy wine, there would be sediment. So you're not allowed to mix sediment of one, shimrei yayin shel chabit zu, b'yayin shel chabit acher. You can't mix the sediment from one barrel to another. Avol noten lo et shmarav. But when you sell wine to somebody, you can give him, it's part of the sale to sell him the sediment from the wine that he bought. Mishnah arev mayim b'yayno, a person who's diluting wine with water. And by the way, so this was not an unaccepted practice. I don't know I'm not a winemaker. If you know of no winemakers, let me know. I think even today it's commonly accepted you can add a certain amount of water to the wine. And the Gemara itself says in Brachot that their wine was so strong that you couldn't bench on it, you couldn't make a bracha on it if it was not diluted. So, but when they would buy the wine, and also if you ever, once I went to one of these wine squishy things, and they give you the grape juice, when you cook it up, when you use the wine, it's very, very concentrated. So the idea of mixing water, that's okay. But if you do it, lo yim kirenu b'chanut, elim ken hodio. You can't sell it in the store unless you mark it as, it has to be truth in advertising. You have to mark it and say, this is diluted wine. V'lo tagar, if you can't sell it to the middleman, or as tagar is a salesman, you can't sell it to a chenvani, to a store owner, avapisha hodio. Even if you told the store owner, why she'eno el ramotba? Because what's he going to do? He's using it. I bought the wine from here. He's not going to tell his buyers, he's not going to tell his customers that it's diluted wine. Eino ella, let's translate, it's eino ella, it's not accepted, meaning he's only buying the diluted wine L'ramot bo, to lie. Why? Because he buys diluted wine at a cheaper price. It's diluted. And then he's going to sell it in the store at full price. Finally, makom shenagu lahatil mayim bayayin yatilu, but in a place, okay, where they had the custom of adding water to the wine, bein agitot, at the gat, at the press, yatil. Why? Because why? The kevan, the nagu kain en kan ta'ut. There's no mistake. Shekol hayeinot bechezkachin. Everybody knows that the wine that you're buying is diluted wine. That's the accepted practice in that area. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.